Hello, family and friends. It's good to be here again. It's me, Dr. Victoria Aboden. So, today I'm going to be talking about the day I became a widow. You know, so I remember that day very well. The day I lost my husband and everything changed. You know, change as in change. I cannot forget that day. That day was the day my mother's body was laid to Mother Earth. That was the day my mom died. My mom was buried, and my husband was to come and join us. You know, he traveled from where our place of residence to meet me in the village, but unfortunately, he didn't make it. And you know, I just sat down. I was expecting to see him. Before that day, you know, we spoke. He was involved in an accident on his way coming for the burial. And after that, we spoke. He assured me he was going to come, and we prayed, believing that yes, he was going to come. Then all through the night, the week of my move, you know, I spoke with him till about some few hours, after which his line was no longer going through. The person staying with him also was not, the person's number was not going through. And of course, my mind didn't go to think about our death, you know. So we carried on, and with the assurance that he was going to come because we spoke. But somehow he didn't make it. When my mother's body was laid to Mother Earth, I was very much expecting to see my in-laws come from my husband's place, because it was an agreement we had that they were going to come and all that. So I didn't see them. And I was worried. I was like, what could have happened, you know? But in me, I was still sure that they were going to come. Then suddenly my younger sister was like, so our in-laws are here. So I looked, I turned behind, and I saw just 4 people, and my heart sank immediately. I was like, just 4? What could have happened? It was then they now, his younger brother met me, and you know, they kind of cajoled me, and I followed them to my husband's place. That was where the news was given to me that my husband was no more. It didn't feel real at first. It didn't feel real. I was like, can this be a joke? And somehow, you know, I went with my daughters um, when that information was given to me. So it felt like my world paused while everything else kept moving. Now, when I heard that, I didn't, you know, everything was just, there was a stoppage to everything. Not until I heard my daughters cry, 2 of them. I heard them cry from afar. I had already gone. I had already left myself, you know. Then the silence in my life became so loud after them. You know, as loud as I don't know how to describe. And the absence, very heavy. And I realized something I wish no one has ever, I wish no one ever has to experience. But then, this is life. Life has to go on. Life must happen. As long as we live. You know, sometimes people are scared of talking about loss or grief and all that. But my dear, as long as we are living, as long as we have air in our lungs, these things will happen. But in all, we have to assure ourselves that and know that, look, love does not end when someone dies. But life, as you know it, does. Okay? Life kind of end, but love does not end. Okay? So, what I'm trying to say here is, I'm not trying to make us feel that or wishing anybody loss or something, but then this is life. I never knew it could happen to me when it did. So I want to tell us here, if you have ever experienced loss, I see you. I see you. And if you haven't, my dear, hold your loved ones closer. Love like never before. Love like you have never loved before. Care for that person in your life, for your spouse, your friends, your family, your children, your parents. Okay? Love like you've never loved before. Go extra mile. Go extra mile to show this person in your life that you care, you love. Because life can change in a moment. You don't have the next minute in your hand. You don't have the next moment in your hand. So I'm not sharing this to make someone feel bad or that, but there are people who are grieving. There are people who are passing through loss. There are people who are passing through pain. They need to hear that somebody has been there before and has come out of it. Okay, so I want to encourage you that and tell you that I see you, I feel your pain, but see that you can come out of it. By the grace of God, you can come out of it. Okay, so please let me know in the comment section if you're passing through grief or you've been there before. Let us know, how did you survive that? How did you come out of it? How did you come out of that grief? And if you're loving your partner, tell us also, or your friends or your family, tell us also how you intend to go, what you're doing to show them that you care and you love, and that every moment matters. Every moment you spend with them matters. Okay, so I love you all. Stay well and see you in my next video. Thank you.